Standing 6'5", number 5, starting at the other forward position, at 6'9", number 23, Blake Griffin. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 25, Dan Rose. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
Take it away.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. As we're going to look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Detroit, it's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
And right now for the Pistons, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
They have their work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the center position. Tonight, two teams, Chris, that love to run the ball to the post. I think you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate. Right. You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you. And one strong cut with integrity for your teammates, oh, they'll get wide.
Rose scanning the floor. Passes to Kennard. Back to Rose. And the pass to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. And LeBron throws it down.
You think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Rose against James. Here's Snell. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
An elite passer in his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Green, no luck. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And he overshot that one, missing.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's the Lakers.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Outside Rose. Here's the 3. Taps in the tray.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. When you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers, the expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the rafters and seen those 16 championship bangers up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
The Lakers in the lead. And here is James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Kennard following the basket by LeBron James. Wood with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And now the Pistons fast break. Snell and the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
And the dunk by James.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starting role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. His playing days are done. Time will continue to entertain.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Smith checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Deion Waiter subbed in for Danny Green. Lakers leading by 4. Coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances. LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Now, here's Maker, started by Howard. And here's Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot.
He didn't do a good enough job on it. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Howard, good.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown outside. Galloway, the pass to Jumboya. To the inside, Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Yeah, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Lakers have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. The drive by James softly drops in the floater. James has got 11 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Pass to Maker. The Pistons working the ball around now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by James. He feeds it to Howard. And the shot goes in. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
Now look, even when you contest Howard, he maintains his focus. An experienced vet, he's used to taking tough interior shots.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
with the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams. But they did it very well.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Dion Waiters. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Caruso in at the 1. Now starting for the Pistons, it was a loss to the 76ers. Kuzma can't get it to go.
You look back at the Blake Griffin trade, many thought the Pistons gave up too much, but it's worked out for them.
Yeah, losing the picks, Griffin's, you have to admit, it did hurt. But people forget that Griffin is a star player, and he reminded those same people last year. He's become the leader for this franchise as they try to move forward.
Caruso kicks to Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Detroit's gone 3-6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Around the pass to McCray. Poked away. Fires the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons haven't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Green in for Waiters. Green left side. That savvy little up big there. Cool in the D. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Rose passes to Henson. Here's Kennard. Score the basket. Good shot after missing his first attempt.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense are nowhere to be found.
Left side, Davis. Rebound, Detroit. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia. Here's Kennard, guarded by Green. McCray passes to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Count that one. Griffin's got his first basket. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You play against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you play?
And I'll tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could talk trash because that's the all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps drumming and drumming and drumming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State, oh yeah, he has a mop on him too. I think you heard that.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker? Back in
by far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you too.
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They started getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talk trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they miss the shot. They talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Davis on the follow.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And yes, it's good. Rose has got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Cans it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Griffin, yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 4. There's Green with the 3. They get it back.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. Double team on Rose. Outside Griffin. On deep. A shot off that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Rose. The game now all tied. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Got it. Good job on the low post. Rose has got 9.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Rose. Caruso, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Griffin finds Rose. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Green takes a 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break at the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They only had a couple of rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets.
The Lakers trail. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
And you got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
Here's Rose. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 from 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime defensively.
The bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, right, yeah. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
It's good on the putback. Wood's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And James throws it down.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Rose. Lots of room. Going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Passes it to Griffin. with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
And Davis puts it in.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Wood. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. Misses off the right iron.
The defense was no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
On the wing, Green. And it's off from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with Griffin, look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's the best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." At least Consultor said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And in terms of team members, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And he makes the first. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man.
You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk over. Like you what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day. Oh my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's gonna shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Reed dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, 2 legs, 1 leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Pistons. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Von Maker.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
For the Pistons, John Henson comes in for June Boyer. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jordan McRae. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Smith for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Look, there's no guarding Smith sometimes. He's one of the best tough shot makers in the game.
There's 1:26 left in the third. Here's Galloway. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Galloway's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
It's stolen by Maker. Now Detroit moving it up for the lead. A nice shot by McCollum. Mikhail's got his second basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Enzo Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. A 2-point game. High arcing shot. Waiters grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Shoots over Brown. That one a little long. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
You want more of this from Galloway? I mean, we know he can score, but it's crucial he improves his passing.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Poke loose, and the foul's called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Galloway taking his time here. 1 second left. And the miss. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Pistons ahead. Up by 4. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Smith. And it's Caruso in at the point.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Here's Kennard. Covered by Smith. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Danny Green, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Good pass to Galloway, stolen by McGee. The drive by Green, banked in off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket.
Wood kicks to Kennard. From deep. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pistons making a change here. Moses checked in. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Alex Caruso.
Well, not all they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I will, Kev. You know, I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. He's such a fantastic passer.
No good on that one. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
It's LeBron with the drive. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pistons trailed by 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's just his first turnover of the game. He's been making good decisions out there. Well, until that one.
Here's James.
Watch out, man.
From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance.
And that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backcourt.
And he hits it and gets hit on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
His second versus 13.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957. And they have 3 championships to their name.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
The pass to Griffin. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. The Pistons working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Snell, Griffin trying to get open. Snell, no good. Now you look back at the title team for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston. Then dominate the Bulls of that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in 2014. Sheed, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, but boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey's just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See that pep talk coming home.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at taking it strong and picking up the foul.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. To the paint. Here's Griffin. And Davis sends it back. Green dishes to McGee. Good. It's Green picking up the assist. McGee's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there in this house.
Davis against Griffin. Inside, here's Wood, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And here's Green outside. Rebound, Detroit. And finds Rose. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter.
You can't hit that one. Your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
It's stolen by Rose. Fast break Detroit. Griffin leading the charge. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Detroit ball. .15 left in the fourth quarter. they can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Shots good by Green.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I kept for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
On the wing, Green. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by Wood.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right upon him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An absolute behemoth inside. Griffin excels at using his size and athleticism to draw the foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Blake Griffin hits them both. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. The basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. And that's a nice job on the offensive glass, so that'll let them work the clock even more. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback. You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Rose gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James outside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knight passes to Jumboya. Lets it go from deep. There's the triple. And so Los Angeles takes the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. Dwight, coming off of the loss in the last game, what was the difference tonight?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.